When I was a kid, I really thought that quicksand in the Bermuda Triangle would cause a lot more problems in my day-to-day life. But that's just how it goes in a stupid child's brain. The only thing that kids truly understand is that hamburgers and cheeseburgers go well with fries. So I ended up adopting some pretty brain-dead fears. And with brain-dead fears, we can conclude brain-dead solutions follow. I thought it was gonna be any day until a criminal broke into my home and held my entire family at gunpoint. But this was a usual for me, and I had a game plan prepared in case this very situation happened. I knew eventually the criminal would come looking for me in my bedroom, and so before he did, I would open my door to get perched up on top of the door, hiding in the corner. As the criminal starts to enter my room, I would jump onto his head, put my hands inside of his mouth, and scratch the roof of his mouth as hard as possible. This was the most effective method of inflicting pain I could think of. Unbeknownst to my stupid ass self is the counterattack of the criminal simply biting my fingers and shooting me dead. But that's just an example of how my brain used to think. Now imagine putting that same kid onto the internet with no external moderation. The day's inevitable. He gets traumatized when stumbling across Teletubbies get owned by Darth Tubby. This video is so funny now. The way that they scream and weep makes me laugh. But back in the day, I was genuinely disturbed by seeing the innards of a Teletubby. I thought Darth Tubby was gonna come for me, and if you look closely, Darth Tubby does not have a mouth, so I can't do my signature attack on him. Despite my trauma, 9-year-old me had a twisted fascination towards scary internet things. So of course, I eventually found video game creepypasta stories. The only one I was really drawn toward was Ben Drowned. The story goes that there was a kid with a Legend of Zelda video game that died and now curses the game. I never cared about all of that, but for some reason, I got addicted to it. I just thought the face was creepy and would imagine him spawning into my 5th grade science class. And we can't talk about creepypasta stories without mentioning the big dog Herobrine. I would always get an unsettling feeling when I was alone in a mine shaft as a kid, but that was pretty much it. If anything, I was the cause of other kids' Herobrine trauma. On Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, if you were the host of the world, you had the option to remove name tags from above your head and go invisible. So I would find kids on Black Ops 2 and be like, hey, you wanna play Minecraft with me? Get them in a game and do the old stand behind them until they turn around, then go invisible with the Herobrine skin tactic. Maybe scaring other kids was my way of coping with how scary Ben Drowned was to me. But by the time FNAF came out, I didn't touch that game at all. I already had thoughts of Freddy standing at my door frame watching me sleep, and I wasn't about to make that worse. But that's all stuff on the internet. I can simply avoid it by not going on my laptop, and then all my fears are gone into fairyland. Except for when I'm in my own living room watching Adventure Time and they show this. On my young life, I thought Cartoon Network was a safe place, but I remember this clip disturbing me. But the only other fear I adopted from cartoons was summer school. These shows made it out like summer school was 2 months of extreme slave labor. And as a 9-year-old, I didn't know how school worked or what my grades were. I could have been thrown into the summer school mines at any moment as far as I knew. But on some real guapo shit, going to Spirit Halloween was like entering hell. The big clown robots were so scary, and all the step here to activate buttons were like walking through landmines. One wrong step and I'll get flashbacks to the excavation explosives we used in the summer school mines. But by far the worst one was the giant spider that would jump at you. This spider was so fucked up that it pretty much ruined Halloween for me. One time someone had it hiding in their bush when I went up to trick or treat as a kid, and it jump scared me. And at that point, I don't even want the candy anymore. If you're gonna give me trauma as a trade-off, that's not an equivalent exchange. I would walk around the neighborhoods actively avoiding any house that looked like it had any amount of effort put into the decorations. It resulted in me only getting poo-poo candy like Whoppers, but at least I didn't have to face the spider. But nowadays, the only thing I fear is the IRS, so looking back, the spider doesn't really seem that bad.